If you've ever doubted if evolution was proven, you're going to want to watch this video all the way through. Today, I'm going to explain 2 alternative views on origin. We're going to see 5 evidences for a young Earth, and then I'm going to present you with a choice. All here on Scripture That Makes a Difference. I'm Pastor Mike, and you're in my study. I've been a preacher and Bible teacher for over 20 years, and I've worked in several different communities in several different states of all different sizes, and I've come to realize that Scripture makes a difference no matter who you are or where you live. And I love to help people see how. And that's why this channel is called Scripture That Makes a Difference, because all the videos on this channel aim to show how each passage makes a difference today. Now, if this is your first time here, you can learn more about this channel in the description below. And if you find you like hearing how specific passages make a difference in your life today, just click that subscribe button and you'll get more. Now, what most of us know about the theory of evolution is probably summed up in the Big Bang Theory's theme song. And in fact, there's probably more in that song than most of us actually know. But science does claim that life began on Earth somewhere between 3 and 4 billion years ago. And I read in the National Geographic a claim that the Earth is only about 4.5 billion years old. We're taught in our public schools that evolution is possible because the Earth is so many billions of years old. But in church, we're taught that the Earth and all that is on it was created by God. So is there evidence that the Earth is ancient enough to have supported evolution? Or that the Earth is new enough that life needed divine help? Well, I've come to the conclusion that the evidence shows that the Earth is too young for evolution to have occurred. I'm leaning heavily on a book by Dr. Harold Wilmington, who taught at Liberty University, a book called Wilmington's Guide to the Bible, where he presented 5 evidences that prove that the Earth is too young for evolution to have occurred. And I'm arranging those around the acrostic dates. The D speaks about the magnetic field around our Earth, and according to Wilmington, the decay of Earth's magnetic field is one of the evidences that it's too young. This field has been shown to have a half-life of about 14,000 years. This means that it weakens by 50% each 14 centuries. That seems to mean that the magnetic field was twice as strong 1,400 years ago as it is now, and 4 times as strong 2,800 years ago, and so on. So only 7,000 years ago, it must have been 32 times as strong as it is now. And that is immensely more strong even than the magnetic field of our sun. And so if you have to go back more than 7,000 years, you have 2 magnetic fields that would have attracted. And that means that the Earth probably couldn't have survived if it was that old and had that many doublings into history past of our magnetic field. Another evidence that Dr. Wilmington presented is what I attach to the letter A in dates, is the amount of helium-4 in the atmosphere. And this, according to Wilmington, suggests that our atmosphere is less than 15,000 years old. Helium seems to be, as I understand it, a gradually accumulating element in the Earth's atmosphere as radioactive isotopes beneath the Earth come to the surface and decay. That emits an alpha particle that attracts electrons and forms helium. And the amount of helium in the atmosphere has been measured, and the theoretical rate of helium release into space through our atmosphere and outer space is known as well. So having all of this data together, we can calculate how much helium should be in our environment based on a given age. And the atmosphere can't be any older than a couple of million years old, according to one website that I found, Apologetics Press. The T in my acrostic is Wilmington's 3rd evidence, the total population on our planet. And there's a lot known about the population statistics of our history, assuming, according to Dr. Wilmington, an average lifespan of about 70 years, and an average generation length from birth to birth of about 35 years, then starting with one family, the present world population would result in about 30 doublings. These doublings would carry us back in history from today to around 3500 BC, and that just happens to be the date that many scholars believe the Bible demonstrates the Great Flood happening. The E in my acrostic and Wilmington's third evidence is Earth's imbalance of carbon-14 versus carbon-12. It can be shown that it would take a period of about 30,000 years to obtain an equilibrium between these two elements. However, present carbon-14 still exceeds carbon-12 by more than 50%, demonstrating too young an Earth for evolution to have happened. And the last evidence that corresponds to the S in my acrostic, Dr. Wilmington presents as the absence of meteorite dust. Some 15 million tons of nickel meteorite dust settle on Earth each year. If the Earth was indeed 5 billion years old, there should be a layer of meteorite dust, some have estimated as much as 200 feet thick, all over our planet. And of course, we don't see that anywhere, demonstrating again a very young Earth. Now, I doubt that this has persuaded very many people to change their original opinion. Some came into this video assuming a young Earth and the involvement of God in His creation, and others assumed evolution was true and that the Earth is ancient, and frankly, this short video isn't going to persuade very many people. But that's not really my goal. My goal is to present the evidence for what I believe. These are the reasons I believe what I believe. Other people may have better evidence, both for or against what I believe. But I've tried to face all the evidence honestly. I've come to believe that Genesis 1:1 actually can be true. Now, the truth is, I can't believe either way for you. There's more evidence for God, I believe, and I'm going to make further videos to demonstrate that. And when I'm done, you'll understand why I accept that God created the universe. And any study that strengthens our faith in God is scripture that makes a difference. So what's your favorite evidence that God created the universe? Please put that in the comments down below so that it can benefit all of us. And please leave other comments and questions too. I'd love to hear your thoughts, and I try to respond just as quickly as I possibly can. And don't forget, you can make suggestions for future topics too. And if you think there's anything of value in this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you like hearing how specific passages can make a difference today, click the subscribe button and click the bell so that you're the first to know when I've released new episodes. And don't forget, you can have a part in getting the difference-making scripture to your friends and family by sharing it on social media. And if you live anywhere near Enid, Oklahoma, please come by and visit us. Our address and our service times are on our Facebook page. I hope you'll come by and visit us sometime soon. And until next time, please don't forget this. When faced with atheistic evolution, not all science supports it.